Man. Hey, nerds! So, last night I was pretty loopy. That fever medication really knocked me on my butt. And with it, of course, I couldn't really do too much or cover it too crazy. So, we're going to be talking about the new banner. I want to know if you guys are going to be summoning or not, and what character you're aiming for. So, feel free to put that in the comments below. And, as always, you know, check out the description for all the fun stuff. But, well, hopefully this time, after this video, I'm going to be taking my medication and going for, you know, a very, very long nap. I'm thinking about a year. That sounds really good. But, nonetheless, let's talk about the characters. So, Takumi. You know, our best boy, he's now extremely happy. It seems his depression cleared up. That's good. Maybe I should go to the beach more often. That might cure up mine. Nonetheless, there's one thing that I really noticed about Takumi that I was kind of like, wow, that 35 attack and speed kind of reminds me of something. And, well, this morning, sure enough, I woke up and I remembered it. Well, it's basically the stat line for Bridal Cordelia. So, Takumi is essentially flying Bridal Cordelia with a little bit of variation in some other stats. He has more health, and the defense and res, you know, stats are swapped. So, yeah, that's actually pretty good for him. Not only that, but if you were to compare him to another, and the only flying archer, that would be Hinoka, he actually has a little bit more attack, so that's a nice thing, just kind of lacks the really nice weapon that Hinoka has. However, this means that Takumi can run a lot of things. He can run Brave Bow, he can run Fire Sweep, he can do all sorts of stuff with that, and he can really take advantage of a lot of that. You know, he has flyer buffs, he has all that nonsense going on, and that means Takumi will probably be somewhere in the higher tiers, at least when it comes to bow units. So, honestly, I'm probably going to be rolling for him, you know, for personal taste. Nonetheless, that's a really great unit. I think Takumi will be pretty strong, and, you know, just slap a Brave Bow or Fire Sweep on him, he'll go far. Fishy Bow works just as well, as long as you are, you know, under that threshold, and initiating that desperation effect is going to be pretty cool to see in actual battle. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty excited for Takumi as well. Let's move on to the next unit, because the next unit I'm honestly not too certain about. Linde, and while it may have the wrong title for her, this has Light Mage, I'm not sure why that is actually her title. She is actually fairly similar to how she functions normally in her tome form when she's an infantry unit. Same attack, you know, same high attack and speed, and, you know, high res. So, all in all, the one thing I wanted to compare her to were, of course, the other dagger units in the game right now. That, of course, Spring Kagero, and then finally Soth. And, well, she's somewhere in between there. I really don't have anything, you know, bad or good to say about it. It means that she can really be an accessible throwing unit. And not only that, she's a rare type as well. She's a cavalier who uses throwing weapons. So, that means she gains access to buffs, much like Kagero, and, well, should be a pretty nice addition to any sort of cav team. I'm just going to hold my breath on this one a bit and see where this goes. I'm not too sure how well Linde is going to work out as a throwing star unit. She should be fine, but she might be a little bit on the, I wouldn't say the weaker side, she's somewhere in the middle, I'd say. With all of this going on, between Soth and Kagero, you can kind of see. You know, a little bit of a swap in the attack and speed between her and Kagero. All in all, should be a pretty fun unit. I just, throwing units are always kind of an oddity to me. At least when I look at them stat-wise. She does have good res, though. Nonetheless. Alright, let's move on to the next one, Camilla. Now, Camilla is a unit that I'm gonna have to compare to another unit that we've seen a little bit ago. She's actually available right now, and she is last year's also Blue Tome unit, and also a flyer. Yes, we're talking about Summer Corrin. And Summer Corrin is, well, you can kind of see the comparison here. Camilla has a little bit more HP, she has more attack and speed, but she lacks in the defensive natures that Corrin does have, at least in res. Camilla actually has a little bit more defense, but Corrin has a lot more res. So, all in all, I think it's really a matter of choice between these two. If you really, you know, if you really like Corrin, you should probably go for Corrin. If you really like Camilla, you could probably make good use out of Camilla as well. One thing to note, the speed that Camilla has is excellent for a Blade Tome. So, yeah, I think Camilla will make an excellent Blade Tome user, just the same as Corrin as well. And the attack and speed values are really nice for her too. So, yeah, the only real downside I see with Camilla is the fact that they named her weapon that. Juicy Wave. Really? Ah, man. Nonetheless, all in all, a pretty nice flyer. I find it weird that we have two Blue Tome units who are quite similar to another, at least in regards to attack and speed. But, I'm not sure. This is not exactly game-breaking stuff. I've seen people in the comments freaking out over this, how she's going to be better than Corrin, but I really don't see that. I don't really see the power creep or anything that you guys are mentioning. If anyone that deserves the power creep mention, it's probably the next unit, because, yeah, we're going to be talking about Tiki in a second. But all in all, Camilla will make a fantastic Blade Tome unit if you decide to use her. I don't know about Juicy Wave, but, you know, it's juicy. Very, very juicy. Next up, let's talk about Tiki. Now, I believe the joke goes something along the lines of who would win, little girl with popsicle or reincarnated god. Yeah, I've seen this comparison thrown around a lot. Obviously, Tiki is, yeah, she has more attack, more speed, more defense, and more res, and she also has an exceptional weapon as well with Steady Breath, Dragon Killer, and all sorts of other nonsense that just really, really makes this insane. She also, of course, has that, modifier that targets, based on if the unit is wielding a ranged weapon, they'll do, defense damage or res damage. That Tiki is probably going to be the most powerful unit in the banner as it is. It's, flying Dragonstone units are crazy, and this just makes it even further from that. So, just a little bit of a step beyond when it comes to Tiki, and I'm the only unit that I can really say that has really power crept would probably be Tiki here. That's just an insane amount of attack, speed, defense, and res, all mixed into one, same HP, and yes, the comparisons between Robin and her, I know people have made it, but the thing is, technically different colors, so hopefully, female Robin, fallen female Robin, won't find herself at too much of a disadvantage, at least in regards to that. But, man, that is crazy stuff right there. That is going to be an exceptionally strong unit. I can already see people just tossing on Distant Counter with Tiki and rolling with it. In fact, I'm pretty sure Distant Counter is going to be her best A slot. So if you happen to have any Hectors lying around from perhaps the banner that might be running at this time, you should be able to make excellent use out of that. And building her like that is going to be even crazier. Just imagine Tiki having a speed boon and running even further with that. It's going to be, God, I'm terrified of the future with that. That is probably the strongest unit in the banner. All in all, I would say Tiki is the one you really want to aim for if it really comes to pure stats and pure usability. That's not including, of course, her weapon, Dragon Valor, and everything else under the sun there. But, yeah, those are all your units there, and the Summer Banner seems to be a nice mixture of not really incredibly powerful units, much like last Summer Banner, but until Tiki rolled around. Goodness gracious me. But for me, I'm aiming for Tiki, and also Takumi for personal reasons. Maybe Camilla for my Camilla emblem, which, by the way, as a mention for you who are listening to this, Tiki, Takumi, and Camilla all now can form their own teams. So, there's enough of them in the game to make usage out of that. This is actually Tiki's second time as a summer unit, technically, although there's a bit of a little bit weirdness going on there, but yeah. I'm flabbergasted by this unit. Oh boy. So, what units are you aiming for with this banner? I would love to hear it. And, well, that's basically it for me, guys. I hope you have a great day. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm still feeling a little ill, so best of luck to you guys in the summon tonight. I will probably not be summoning right away, but I wish you all the best of luck. See you all very soon. Bye!